Walk away with the key and turn out the stars when you
leave.
Yes.
All
It's
right.
Thursday. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen, and we're blessed and humbled to come before you with another installment, actually episode 43 to be exact, of That's My Story. As usual, we want to give you guys just a moment to come in, get yourself situated, grab a snack, grab a beverage, even share the link with your friends, text somebody, tell them to jump on because we have a great show outlined for you guys today.
Yes,
how you guys doing?
Yes.
To my esteemed co-host, how you guys doing today?
We're doing great out here in Cali.
Yes,
doing great down here in South Carolina.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you once again my illustrious co-host. Starting with ladies first, she is our triple threat, a talented, legendary singer, actress, dancer. She represents the ICATs as well as a co-founder of the lovely lady group, the Honeycomb. She is also the spouse of Mr. Verdine White, who is a legendary bass player and co-founder of Earth, Wind, and Fire himself. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Miss Shelly Clark White.
Yes. Shelly.
I know nothing about him.
Shout out to Verdine. We're waiting on your next guest appearance.
Shout out to V.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Also joining me, he is the band leader of the chairman of the board. He is a member of the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame. He is considered to be one of the kings of the Carolina beach music. He is a talented musician, producer, songwriter, and arranger. Ladies and gentlemen, help me make some noise for the legendary Mr. Ken Knox.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right, Shelly.
Yeah.
Label mate, my label mate.
Label mates. You forgot that part.
Label mates. We all label mates. This is a family affair here, guys.
It's a family affair. Absolutely. So let me introduce you to the man in the upper right.
Yes.
I mean, very talented. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Very talented. As I always say, a great father, a great human being, a great keyboardist, and he happens to be our musical director for chairman of the board, and he's a great speaker. So here we are, Mr. Jerry Midas Hardison.
Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you, Ken, for that warm introduction. Thank you guys so much for the love. While you guys are getting situated, please drop us a comment. Let us know where you guys are tuning in from. And if this is your first time taking a look at That's My Story, we are the hottest internet sensation where we invite on and have a live interactive chat with your favorite artists, producers, engineers, comedians, even psychic mediums, whatever their field of expertise happens to be in the entertainment industry. And it's such a treat because we get to chat with them live, and you guys at home get to we have a segment where you guys can ask them any question you like, and that'll be coming up soon.
Absolutely.
Now we got to take care of a little bit of house cleaning. So if you guys are tuned in are you watching from Facebook? Because you can view from Facebook or YouTube. However, if you're watching from Facebook and you happen to get kicked out or booted at any time during our program due to copyright issues or the content that we play, don't worry. Just head on over to YouTube. That's the link right there, youtube.com/the official chairman of the board. And what you want to do while you're over there is you want to hit that like, and you want to hit that subscribe, and you want to hit that bell so you can get notifications to your phone. Because as of April 1st, ladies and gentlemen, April 1st, we will no longer be broadcasting on Facebook. It will be YouTube only. And if you guys have any questions or get confused throughout the process, just give us a shout on Facebook, and we'd be more than happy to help you out. All righty. It is toast time.
Uh-oh.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
I got my glass here. So we're going to say today, I said we're going to, we've been doing That's My Story throughout the pandemic, and we're hopeful that the pandemic will end sometime soon, hopefully this year, if not next year, but we're being hopeful. But when we do come out of this pandemic, I would like to make a toast to heavy pockets and light hearts Meanwhile, in lieu of the pandemic, staying positive while testing negative. Hear ye. Here's episode 43, ladies and gentlemen.
Salute.
Yes. All right.
All righty then.
Hold on.
All right.
Shout out to Miss Teresa Anderson for these.
For the wine glasses. For the wine glasses. Yes. Thank you so much, Teresa. We enjoy our wine glasses weekly. All right, you guys ready to move forward and proceed with this exciting program that we have lined up for these wonderful folks at home, nationally, internationally? Shout out to all of our following. We love you guys so much, and we're so appreciative of your support. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have the esteemed pleasure of having a chat with the legendary Grammy Award-winning vocal group that has serenaded audiences across the globe with their trademark harmonies and tender love songs. Specializing in smooth ballads, they have given us hits such as Kiss and Say Goodbye, There's No Me Without You, everyone's favorite, Shining Star, as well as many, many others. Tonight, we are joined by lead singer as well as producer Gerald Alston and members Troy May and David Tyson. And together they have carried the Manhattan's flame into the new millennium. So ladies and gentlemen, make some noise with us at home while we make some noise on the screen for the Manhattans featuring Gerald Alston. The legacy continues.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
All right.
Yes.
Man, great.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. David, say something.
Yes.
Okay, we got a little squill action going on, but hopefully, we're gonna work it out as the program continues. Yeah. Well, we appreciate you guys so much for joining us tonight, taking a moment out of your evening to come on and have a chat and allow us to celebrate while we educate. All right. So it's customary here before we get started into our deep dive. We like to ask our guests. Because we are artists and there is a pandemic going on and we're not able to go out and perform. Have you guys picked up any hobbies or trades, so to speak, during the pandemic that you like to speak on? They laugh. Oh, so somebody must have picked up a funny hobby.
Yeah, one hobby I'm breaking was eating.
I think we all picked up that hobby a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I got COVID 15.
Oh, they come with 15? Yeah.
Yeah, but for myself, during this time, I've had time to get into myself, get closer to my family, because being on the road, you're away from your family a lot.
Yes,
but it's been a joy in the fact that I'm closer with my family. We do more together. Being close being here at home. Because sometimes you're too close in the house and you're okay, I need some space.
Right.
It's been a blessing for me. And I think tolerance and patience and being even more.
Great. What about you, Troy? Any new hobbies?
Well, I started writing a book. I would say about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay, writing a book.
I've actually got it. I'm maybe 1 or 2 pages away from completing it. So it's giving me time to do that, please.
That's awesome.
That's nice, man.
All right. And what about you, David? I think it might be coming from you.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try to tough it out. I'm gonna wait on any further instructions from the producer. But go ahead and talk while we check on that, okay?
Yeah, well, any hobby I do, I just picked up the 9 to 5.
Wow.
Okay.
David, let do me one favor, if you don't mind. I know we're live, but we're gonna try to. Would you mind signing out and signing back in? We're gonna try to get rid of this squill, if you don't mind, sir.
Okay, so I just leave, right?
Just leave and come back in. We're gonna try to get this worked out.
There you go.
Yeah. And I'll get back to him on that, but we can proceed. Gerald,
Yes.
tell us and the folks at home where you were born and give us a little bit of history in regards to your upbringing, maybe up until like your high school years.
Yeah, I'm originally from Henderson, North Carolina, and my background, singing wise, is my whole family sings. My father was a singer, and my uncle Johnny Fields, the late Johnny Fields, one of the founding members of the Five Blind Boys of Alabama.
Oh wow!
And,
Nice.
I was around gospel all my life,
right?
You know? And singing was always everything. Singing was everything in my family.
Absolutely.
We used to have a little service on Sunday morning, when I was at my grandmother's house, which lived right down the street from me. We would get up. She'd read the Bible on Sunday morning. We'd say Bible verses, and we have to sing before we get out to go to church.
Wow.
Awesome.
And it was like a constant thing. And I am related to Shirley Owen.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Shirley's
mother used to live right behind us, and Shirley left before I really got to know her.
Okay.
Yeah, she left before then. But we all kinfolk down there.
Yes, it did.
Wow,
Now, what about this new Imperials and Gospel Jubilee situation?
Oh, okay.
We were trying to figure this out, so we're gonna need you to clarify that situation.
Okay. Well, my Uncle Johnny's son, Dwight, excuse me, the late Dwight Fields, he and I started singing when we were kids. You know, and we always sung together. And as we got in high school, we formed a group called Gerald Alston and the New Imperials.
Okay.
Gospel Jubilee. And on Friday and Saturday, we were Gerald Alston and the New Imperials.
Okay.
Sunday, we were the Gospel Jubilee.
All right.
We would, right after church on Sundays, we would get in our car, the car we traveled in, and we would go to different churches and just sit in the church and wait for them to call on us. And they were calling us. It was what we loved doing. And even to this day, I still sing gospel.
Wow, that's awesome.
Nice.
So in other words, you had one group, two names, depending on the setting in which you were performing.
Yeah. And
awesome.
And back then, we got no flack.
Okay.
Wow.
And you also played football in high school, Gerald, is that correct?
There you go.
Look at that Heisman stance right there.
Yeah.
Heisman stance.
Heisman.
Woo, yeah.
The stiff arm. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. So I'm a double back to David here. David, I think we got you squared away. Now tell us what your pandemic hobby that you've picked up is.
9 to 5. Getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Loving my brothers, the Manhattans. I mean, while we was working, sometimes you get thinking, get a little pissed off at you and get mad, but I love them now. I can't wait to see them and hug them.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. The elbows and fist bumps getting a little tiring, huh?
Yeah.
You got to tell Jerry something else. He always say, Jerry, that his bags is already packed at the door.
That's awesome. Hey, you're not alone.
Front door.
All right. Now I'm gonna come over to Troy. Tell us a little, and David, I'm gonna come right back to you. But Troy, tell us a little bit about where you were born and raised, and about your childhood up into your high school years.
Born in North Carolina.
North Carolina in the house.
Right.
Again.
Camp Lejeune, military baby.
Okay.
I was there when I was 2 years old and grew up in New York City.
Awesome.
In the thick of New York City.
Brownsville,
New York.
Brownsville, New York. Okay, that's Brooklyn, huh? Is it Brooklyn?
In the thick of Brooklyn.
In the thick. Shelly.
Oh, yeah. Mike Tyson, Murder Incorporated, you name it.
All right. Now, you also, and you went to Julia Richmond High School?
Yes, I did.
Okay, tell us about some of your esteemed classmates that you had in high school.
The list goes on and on. Malik Yoba, Kadeem Hardison, Lisa, Cult Jam.
Okay.
Quite a, just to name a few.
I got you. I'm still trying
We
to.
all were classmates in either music class or in drama class,
Awesome.
and we hung out.
Yeah, I need
Here
to.
and there, you know.
I'm still trying to figure out if I'm related to Kadeem Hardison or not.
That,
We need to get somebody on that. We need to get somebody on that. Okay, coming back to you, David. Tell us about your where you were born and raised, and your early upbringing up until your childhood years.
I was born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Uh huh.
Whose picture is that?
That's Troy.
That's Troy.
Troy.
where did you find
We got one of you.
He has hair. Okay.
We got one of you. Proceed.
Oh wow.
There you go.
That
That's the Philly look.
Yeah.
wow. In fact, that chain around my neck turned to green later on. But anyway,
Hey, we all went through it. We all went through it.
Yeah.
yeah, bro. I spent a lot of time listening to my brother when I was younger.
And who was your brother?
Singing with friends in the basement of my mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
And walking down the street, see him singing on the corners, and going to the talent shows and all the shows they had the Uptown Theater in Philadelphia
Oh yeah.
with my mom and the neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Until I got to the point where that's all I wanted to do was sing. And so when I had a chance to do it, I formed the first group called the Final Touch in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Philadelphia, Final Touch. We went the talent contest there, and then my brother called me up and asked me if I would like to sing and have an audition. They had an audition for the Manhattans,
Okay.
Mhm.
and
Here comes
yeah,
Harold.
Yeah. Well, listen. Well, David, you got to tell the folks at home.
story.
You got to tell the folks at home who your brother is.
Ron Tyson of the Temptations.
Ron Tyson of the
You know,
Temptation. Yeah.
There you
Awesome.
go.
He was.
Yes.
He's been a.
And so he sent me a Temptation outfit,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
and
What did that look
he
like?
said, "You know what, man?" He said, "You know what would be good is you put the outfit on, have somebody film you,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and sing one of the songs, you know, and send it to Blue and Gerald."
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So at the time, I was working on the railroad,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
I ran home. I couldn't wait. I got home and I put the outfit on, and a friend of mine was videotaping me with a VHS tape.
Mhm.
I didn't know the pictures behind me was on the wall was Jesus Christ and Martin Luther King and and so
Yes, indeed. Yes.
and John F. Kennedy.
Right.
I didn't know it was on the wall.
Right. Yep.
So I started singing, and a friend of mine said, "Man, why don't you do the Temptation step too?" So I started doing the Temptation step, and I'm
Yeah.
singing, and he's filming it and everything, and it's all right. So I sent it to Gerald and Blue.
Yeah.
And boy, they laughed at me now for almost 28 years.
But you know what? I'm gonna pause you right there because we're gonna get into that actual story in just a little while. But I must
Go ahead.
say, being a Carolinian myself, it's awesome and amazing to have some other fellow Carolinians on set with us today.
Yep.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's a true pleasure.
There you go. So hey, man, I had to speak to my fellow North Carolina Music Hall of Fame
Yeah,
inductee,
Music Hall of Fame.
Mr. Gerald Alston.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Gerald, tell us a little bit of how did the Manhattans how they get the name?
Well, the original, when the group got together in '62, they
Okay.
were originally named the Manhattans with the logo of the drink,
Okay.
green and hat and white gloves. And so we, as years passed, we decided that was not a good image to portray to our fans.
Right.
We had a lot of young fans. So we decided to change it to the back New York City.
Okay.
And skyline as our logo.
Nice. So when you came in what 1970?
Yeah.
Right. What was that experience like, man?
Oh man, it was a wonderful experience because when I met the guys, I was in college. I was going to college, junior college, and my professor had me to go out. Asked me could they use my sound system, the new Imperial. So I went and set it up, and I started singing. When we get married, we'll have a big celebration. And in walked Blue, the late Blue Lovett, Kenneth and Richard Taylor.
Oh wow!
Philip and the manager. And Richard, this is a godsend. They took my name and address. They had me open the show for them. And one day they flew me to Dallas, Texas. And check this out. I'm a country boy from Henderson, North Carolina. And I go to Dallas, Texas, and we're on the show with the Supremes. In there. It was Gene Terrell, Cindy Birdsong, and Mary Wilson.
Wow. All on the same show.
Yes. And we worked together for 10 days, and it was awesome. You know, I was just blown away. Then I came back home and rehearsed for like 2.5, 3 weeks. And here I am 50 years later.
So who hey, listen, that's fantastic. Who were some of the guys who you mentioned Blue? Who were the other guys?
It was Blue Lovett, Kenneth Kelly, Richard Taylor, Edward Bivens.
There you go.
Oh, I remember that picture like yesterday. Oh my
yeah.
That was the suits that we wore on There's No Me Without You. In fact, it was the same photo shoot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So your voice basically gave you guys your first hit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
And that's incredible. Being, like I said, coming from college and then stepping into a group like the Manhattans. That's a hell of an accomplishment. So I think one of your biggest hits is Kiss and Say Goodbye. Can you tell us about that song?
Okay. Excuse me. Kiss and Say Goodbye was written by Blue. And we used to rehearse. We had a 3-piece band, and we used to rehearse like every day.
Wow.
And when we were off. So Blue called me one morning. He said, look, meet me at the studio early today because I want to play the song that I dreamed about.
Oh, wow.
And I got to the studio that day, and he started playing. And this is what he sung for me the first time I heard it. It's gonna hurt me, I can't lie. Maybe you meet another guy. Understand me, won't you try? Let's just kiss and say goodbye. And then he gave me the verse.
Nice.
Believe it or not, the song was written, well, he wrote it for a country and western artist.
Wow.
Oh, really?
We didn't really like it at the time. And so we recorded it and it sat in the can for 18 months.
Wow.
And plus my vocal wasn't finished. I had a scratch vocal. We had background parts to finish. And we got a call from Mickey Eichner at CBS. He was the head of the R&B department. He said, "Release Kiss and Say Goodbye." And Blue said, "Oh my God, they're trying to destroy us."
Okay.
And about a couple of months or so later, it was over. And then by June, it was platinum.
Wow.
Platinum. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's give them a taste.
A little taste?
Yay.
Say goodbye. Here we go.
All right.
I had to meet you here today. There's just so many things to say. Please don't stop me till I'm through. This is something I hate to do. we done was wrong. Please, darling, don't you cry. Let's just kiss and say goodbye. It's gonna hurt me, I can't lie. Maybe you meet another guy. Understand me, won't you try. Let's just kiss, say goodbye.
I gotta get me one of those.
Hey, I gotta stand up on this. Blue wrote one right there.
That's
She
nice.
did. And you sold it.
Yeah,
That was a story that everybody could relate to.
That's right.
You ever
very
had
true.
that experience or not? And,
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
It did. Now, the Honeycomb worked with Charlie Atkins. Was that some of his choreography?
Yes, indeed. We worked.
Was it?
Wow.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
see
Nice.
it.
Yeah, nice.
That was pop. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful moves.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Moving forward, you guys had a Grammy-winning song with the same title as my husband's band,
Right.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a cute backstory to that. You know, Stevie Wonder and Earth, Wind, and Fire were always trying to release their songs first to see who was going to get the number one spot. So Stevie tells the story that he was real pissed when Earth, Wind got Shining Star out before his song. And he said, after he listened to it, he said, "Damn, that's a great song." And he said, "I ran right home and wrote I Wish." I took Verdine's bass line.
Oh, wow.
I Wish. And now, if you put the two songs together,
I never.
If
you'll
that's
see
something, that's
that
right.
it's the same track.
That's something.
It's the
Yeah.
same track.
Wow.
But
That's
and
awesome.
he's not shy. He'll say it in a minute. But tell me a little bit about your Shining Star. How did that come to pass?
That was written by Paul Richmond and Leo Graham. And Leo Graham, as you know, produced Tyrone Davis, The Independents, and Leo sent it to us, and Leo was singing it. And the very first time guys played that in his office, Guy Spellman, he was doing A&R for us, and he played it in his office, and we heard, "Honey, you are my shining star." That was it. We went. And off to Chicago we went. And
Wow.
in 1980, we got a Grammy for it.
Wow.
Nice.
It sort of has a gospel R&B
Like
flavor.
a quartet.
Right?
A little quartet flavor.
Yeah.
That was successful all around the world,
Yes, yes, indeed.
right?
Yes.
So let's hear a little bit of Shining Star. We have a clip.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
All right.
Honey, you are my shining star. Don't you go away. Oh, baby, wanna be right here where you are until my dying day. Yeah, baby. So many have tried
Nice.
Yes, man. Wow.
Gerald, you look like you're about 15 years old. And
yeah.
So, I found out later on, we were one of the first groups to do videos.
Oh,
Oh
really?
wow.
Because right then they were taking clips from television, if you're on a television show, and played.
Mhm.
But we actually went out to Queens and we shot videos for video Feel So Good, Shining Star. They just had us do like 4 or 5 videos
Oh,
of
wow.
songs we had. And we were one of the first groups to actually do it because they said that video would be the next thing with the artist.
Okay.
Mhm.
And they were right. They were right. All right, so we're gonna cover a little more history, Gerald. So you guys continue to record and tour up until the late '80s together. Can you tell our audience some of the places that you guys had the pleasure to travel and tour to play?
We played Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Germany, the UK, Japan,
Hmm.
South America. We went to Chile. We
Okay.
played
Nice.
Caribbean,
Nice.
and we were just wherever they called, we were there.
Yeah. Upon doing preparation for the show, I came across something where you were speaking about was it South Africa? How you really enjoyed it there?
Oh yeah.
You want to expound on that just a little bit?
Troy, you want to give them a little bit before I go?
oh my God.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Troy, you want to speak on it? Go ahead.
I'll let Troy start it.
Okay.
Our first time we went was in '96, which is 2 years after apartheid. And just to give you an example, we were coming down into the luggage area to retrieve our luggage. And you can look to your right, and it's all the windows. You can look out into the street, and it looked like the Million Man March.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we must be some special holiday or something. I asked one of the guys, what's the special occasion? They are waiting for you.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
The entire time we were there.
Wow.
No.
That's
It was like you ever
Nice.
see clips of Michael Jackson when they're pulling out his clothes?
Yeah. Oh, it was like that.
Security, it was like that the entire time.
Wow.
Gerald, we were only
Nice.
supposed to be there for like a week or so. We wound up staying a whole month.
Yeah.
That's
It was
awesome.
crazy.
And
That's
it was sold
awesome.
out
Absolutely.
every night. We played
Oh
there,
my God.
and they were sold out every night. Every
That's
night.
awesome.
So you were scheduled for a week and ended up stretching it into a month. They didn't want you guys to leave.
That's right.
You,
They
you
were
know,
booking shows. Go ahead, Joe.
go ahead. Go, you tell them there was booking shows.
Now, I was going to say they were booking shows like, look, we want you to perform in our city.
Booking them on the fly.
Yeah.
5,000 seater. Don't worry, it'll be sold out.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
The next day,
Yeah.
you couldn't see the floor.
Wow. Shout out to
Wow.
South Africa.
Amazing.
Yeah, we
That's
played
beautiful.
Durban, and we had 30,000 people in the soccer stadium.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's
And-
beautiful, man.
But
Nice.
the good part of it was that we found out later that during apartheid,
Hmm.
majority of the music that they listened to was the Manhattan.
Okay.
During apartheid, they listened to all of our music. And when I look at the royalty statement, sometimes most of our out of all the countries, our
Mhm.
biggest come from South Africa.
Wow.
That's lovely, man. That's lovely. I also
Yeah.
got to ask you about Miss Regina Bell.
Yeah.
And how you met her. I get and I guess you take credit for kind of launching her career to an extent.
Yeah,
Give us a little backstory of that.
we recorded. Maury Brown produced us, and we had a record called "Don't Say No to Love." And DJ Nelson, excuse me, I'm getting over pneumonia. Y'all got me.
Oh, you're
Oh,
fine.
boy.
Take your time.
She was she did the actual vocal, and so she had to go out on the road because she was singing. I forgot who she singing backup for. So anyway, we were auditioning young ladies, and we had chose one lady, and Vaughn Harper from WBLS, late Vaughn Harper, called Blue. Said, hey Blue, before you choose anybody, you got to listen to this girl. going our way. He brought Regina in there. Regina had the song the night before, and the band struck it up, and Regina owned the song.
Ooh,
She owned the song.
wow.
Wow.
We not sing but one time. And
Right.
when we did rehearsal and she left, I said, Blue, that's the lady. And we all came to agreement. So we had to call the other lady and
Never mind.
Never mind. My
I
bad.
was just playing. I was just playing.
and she worked in my office. She didn't speak to us for about a week.
Ooh.
It happens like that sometimes, though.
It was
Yeah.
all good. And
Yeah.
Regina, she never, even to this day, never ceased to amaze me. And
That's awesome.
the last time we worked together in 2011 in South Africa at the casino, did a couple casinos, and we did Where Did We Go Wrong?
Okay.
By Bobby Womack, and it was awesome time. I think we were there 10 days,
Mm.
and we had,
Somewhere around there,
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Legend. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Regina is still doing it.
Yeah, she still,
Yeah.
perform. Does she still do some dates with you guys as well?
Well, not recently. We haven't been able to. Well, naturally, pandemic.
Well, nobody has
After
recently.
the pandemic,
Yeah,
we-
you probably link up and do some stuff.
we had worked at the St. George in Staten Island. We did a theater in the round. Then we went over to Westbury,
Mhm.
and we did some other dates together. And then the following year, I think a couple of years later, we went over to South Africa together.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Well, with you guys making so many ballads and everything, rumor has it and legend is that you guys were responsible for your own version of a baby boom. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
You were just
right?
Yeah, I'm asking for a friend.
Yes, girlfriend. There you go. Wow. So Gerald, in 1988, you decided to leave the Manhattans.
Yeah.
What made you decide at that time to strike out on your own?
We had been working so much until we didn't really have time to rehearse, and I wanted to do something different, change our show up, upgrade it, and we didn't have time. And then finally, one morning I woke up and it's just like, to me, it was like, this is a job, and I don't want to do it no more if it's a job.
Right.
And I always wanted a career, so I went in the meeting and told the guys that this was my last year. I'll stay with you until we get somebody else. And I left, and I didn't have a deal. I didn't have a deal at all.
Oh, wow. Walking out on faith.
Yeah, and within I just needed a break. And when I guess about within that month after I left, I got a deal with Tazz Records, which later became Tazz Motown.
Okay.
I recorded 3 albums on Motown and 1 on Scotty Brothers. But it was something I needed. And when Blue and I decided to come back, which was an idea of Al Goodman from Ray Goodman and Brown, he called me and asked me, he said, "This is your guys' 30th anniversary. You got to come back together, do something." So we decided. I called Blue, and no hesitation, Blue said, "Let's do it." And we got back together, and we started out with Blue, myself, Eban Brown from the Stylistics.
Eban Brown was with you guys? Okay.
And in fact, on that tour, Eban sung with us and Ray Goodman and Brown.
Okay.
So when he got his job with the Delphonics, Blue introduced us to Troy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
In your solo career, you've had an album was entitled Gerald Alston.
Yeah.
And you spent 33 weeks on the Soul R&B Billboard Albums chart and peaking at number 18 on March the 4th, 1989. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And your first single, Take Me Where You Want To, became a top 10 R&B hit spending 18 weeks on the chart and peaking at number 6. Man, you were killing it.
Yeah, thank you. And also from that particular album, they were playing 7 songs across the country.
Wow.
From that album.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
7 songs.
Awesome.
So, well, you know what? As
What?
we always say, we got a video.
Yeah, we got to
Take you where you want to.
Okay.
Tonight when we make love, hold me close, don't ever let me go, 'cause you know how I feel about you, baby. Forever yours, just let the feelings flow. Well, here is my love. Take me where you want to. Got to have your loving, baby. Oh, girl, I'm loving you so much. Take me where you want to. Got to have your love. Oh, baby. I'm loving you so much. Take me, baby. Take me. I've got to have your loving, baby. Keep my love.
Yes.
There's a little more history with that video.
Okay.
Talk to us.
First of all, the 2 ladies in the background,
Yeah.
my wife and one of my background singers, because when that show happened at the last minute, and my singers were, didn't live, not all of them didn't live in New York, and that was the stage that Apollo Theater. I won the amateur
Apollo.
in 1966.
Oh,
there.
man.
And about a week there, I played with Clarence Carter, C in the Shells,
Clarence Carter.
and Johnny Taylor.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
That was a show.
Yeah.
That was a show.
Star-studded.
Yes.
Well, okay. In the mid 90s, now we're moving forward. You and Lou Lovett decided to reform the Manhattans and start touring together. What led up to that decision?
Well, again, I was approached by Al Goodman from Ray Goodman and Brown, and he said, "You guys should celebrate the group's anniversary." And so we decided to do it. When I called Blue didn't hesitate, and we got together. And what was so good about it, when we started rehearsing, it was like nothing was ever lost.
Right.
Everything, choreography, everything came back. And when we started, in fact, one of my background singers, Jackie Smith Lee, sang background with us along with E-Band. And then that's when she left, we got Troy and then we got Dave. But it was a wonderful feeling. It was like I was hungry,
Oh, yeah.
I had a wonderful solo career. No doubt in my mind. It was wonderful. But when I got back with Blue, it was like a revitalization. It was like my life was on the top again,
Back to the essence. Yeah.
We both were hungry for it. And it worked. And when we got Troy and Dave, that was it.
Oh,
That
nice.
was on the day.
Yeah.
Well,
That's awesome.
I know one thing. Sonny Cohen had a great time on the Soul Train cruise with you guys and Ray Goodman and Brown. I think they were on that cruise as well. Is that right?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Nice.
Indeed.
Nice.
There was only one thing wrong. It just was too short.
Right. Yes, indeed.
Right. Marshall Thompson. We had a lineup that was incredible.
Yes, we did.
Right.
Wow.
Right. Yep.
What I loved about that tour was that we could walk around and be ourselves. you know. And but we got on that stage, the auditorium was packed.
Mhm.
And, you know, it was like we still got the response of our fans, but we also had a chance to enjoy ourselves on the cruise.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Charlie Wilson, the Isleys,
Oh, that was one heck of a cruise.
all that and beyond. And maybe one day we'll all be able to get on there with you guys, Honeycomb, and chairman of the board.
Yes.
That'd be something.
Yes.
We were just discussing that.
2022.
We need to make that happen. All right. Well, guys, we know, like, you know, throughout history and as it relates to music and groups, that the longer that a group is in existence, you know, you have members that may leave the group, as well as you have members that pass on. You know, then it's up to the surviving members to decide if they would like to continue the legacy or not. And obviously, you decided to continue.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I guess David had to leave us for a moment. But Troy, tell us the sequence of events that led up to you meeting Gerald and joining the Manhattans.
I was in the process of trying to find a recording contract as a solo artist in the New York area, and their guitar player at the time was a good friend of mine. We grew up together, James Simmons.
Okay.
And he introduced me to Blue. And Blue had sort of took me under his wing, was taking me around different places, trying to get me a recording contract.
Nice.
And this was a couple of years that taking place. And I remember saying to Blue, man, you guys ever think about getting back on the road? And I never forget, he said, if we can get Gerald.
Oh, man. Got to have Gerald.
And one day he called me and said, man, we're going back on the road.
Yeah.
I was like that. I was so happy that they were going back on the road. And I wish I could be a part of it. Along came a time when one of the members at the time left the group.
Okay.
And Blue said, hey, listen, why don't you sing for a couple of weeks or so, just to get your feet wet. And here it is, 27 years later. So.
Wow. Awesome. All right. Well, Gerald, would you like to tell David's side of him meeting you and being a part of the group?
Well,
he left off about something about pictures of Jesus and other people on the wall.
Blue called me and said,
wow,
you got to see this video.
Yep, that's right.
He showed me the video with David doing the steps.
Okay.
And JFK and Jesus in the back.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The pictures were crooked.
Through all of that, Dave had the right formula, and he mixed perfectly.
That's it.
That's awesome.
And here it is, 27 years later with Dave.
That's right.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and Ken can identify with a similar situation as well as Shelly.
Yeah.
You know, when you have members either leave or they pass on, and you decide to keep the legacy going, and you fill in those empty spots. You know.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
You got to keep going, man.
Yes.
You got to keep going.
You're right. I can identify. Losing General Johnson and Danny Woods, and regrouping with two new guys. But I have someone who can also speak to that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Where is he?
Another legacy continuing.
Uh-oh.
You guys recognize that gentleman there?
You recognize that?
What's up, man?
What's up?
What's up, Locke?
Troy, man. I say hello to you guys, man. It's a pleasure and honor to have worked with you guys for as long as I have worked with you, man. And before I go any further, I'd like to say hello and First Lady Shirley. How you doing, Doc? And my brother.
But,
You know who you are, Midas.
What's
And
up, Shirley?
I like
You got
to
it,
say hello to all
Shirley?
you guys.
Shirley.
Hey, man, it has been it has been an honor, man, and like yeah, and like you guys have done, to move on, and try to become a singer, writer, and producer now, and I'm kind of giving up playing drums a little bit now, after being drummer, musical director, and tour manager for the Dramatics, LJ Miller Dramatics, for maybe about 15 years prior to that. So I say my hat goes off to you guys.
Thank you.
Hey, Gerald, what you don't know is,
I love you guys. Every time I come around, you guys.
hold on, Locke. So, Gerald, Locke used to be our drummer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, way back in the 70s.
Oh, my God. You know, when I first met chairman of the board, we played the Cheetah in New York City.
Yeah.
And that's the first time that I seen the group. And blew me away.
Hey, man, we went all over the world with this boy.
Yes, sir. Still extended family, you know?
Yeah. Well, Locke, we wanted you to go ahead and say hello to Gerald and Troy and Dave, but I think David is gone.
Yeah, he might be having some connection issues, but we got him covered.
Yeah.
Locke, it's good to see you, man.
That's right.
All right.
It's good to see you guys too. Hey, man, I love you guys, man.
Yeah,
thank you,
love
man,
you
for
too.
everything, man.
God
I
bless,
love the
man.
interview.
God bless.
I love you guys. Yeah,
Much
I love
love
you
to you.
guys at the show, man. You guys, talk to you guys today.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Stay safe.
Yes.
Yes, stay safe.
Stay safe.
All right. Shout out to Mr. Dwayne Locke Lomax representing.
Now with the Detroit Emeralds.
Yeah. James Mitchell and the Detroit Emeralds. The legacy continues.
Oh, yes.
I mentioned this earlier, but I want to tell Gerald how proud we are to have you inducted into the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man, who's that guy on the right there?
I don't know. Some guy.
Some guy.
And so I think is there a photo of your Grammy photo?
Yep.
Ooh, wow.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh,
And you have a 2019 City of LA 55-year proclamation with Gene Chandler's son.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's
Nice.
see Troy and David there too.
And then my hometown, R&B Hall of Fame in Detroit with Sam Cooke's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Linda.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then, let me see. In fact, that was Linda Cook. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then the National R&B Music Society, Vanessa Jordan.
Shout out to Vanessa.
Shout out to Vanessa.
I see you, Vanessa.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
That's
So
a
you
lovely
guys
collab.
definitely deserve all awards you've ever received.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
It's been a blessing.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
still blessing us too.
So tell us about this new album you guys released called The Manhattans featuring Gerald Alston. The legacy continues.
Yes. This CD was produced by Curtis Dukes, our keyboard player, and Troy. Curtis, myself, Troy, and Colt wrote some of the songs on there.
Nice.
And before Blue passed, I went to see him 10 days before he passed. And he said to me, he said, "You know, I can't come on the road no more. I'm passing you the baton. But keep the legacy going."
Yeah.
And right then, that was the title of the album in my head, The Legacy. And I promised him that as long as I had breath in my body, that we would continue the legacy. So we came up with this. We put this album together, and that's how the title came about. And we just did some songs, and we put a couple of cover tunes on there. Say Goodbye and Shining Star. And here we are.
Can you talk a little bit about the first release, Get It Ready?
Oh, yes. The first release was written by Curtis and myself. And we were just sitting in the studio one night and we were talking about it. And so Curtis said, we started talking, I got an idea about this song. And he said, he gave me the first idea he had. And when in the very beginning, I say, baby, I just called to let you know I'm coming straight home tonight. from work. And, you know, most of the time I hang out with the guys afterwards, after work. But this time, I've been thinking about you all day, and I want to get home to you, and I want you to get it ready.
Yo.
The dinner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it ready.
Yeah, we're gonna let Troy chime in a little while on that.
Yeah. it just meant that I was thinking about my wife or my fiance so much that I wanted to be home with her. I wanted to be there, make love to her, have dinner, and that's what that song is all about.
Awesome.
Well, all right. In the words of Ken Knox, I think we have a clip for that.
Yes, we got a clip.
So very special. We could let our imagination flow. Go wonderful places, baby. Relax, kick back, and let it flow. Yeah. Get it ready.
I'm on the way. You've been on my mind all day long, baby. We're gonna make it special. I want us to remember this night.
Get ready.
Me and you.
Oh, girl.
I need you to unlock the door. I'm coming for you, baby. I want it all. Have it ready for me. I want you in your high heel shoes and nothing else but your smile.
Get ready.
You know the way I like it. In the shower, I want to wash you from your head down to your toes and every spot in between. Get it ready. I want all of you, baby, all day long, baby, and I'm gonna give it all to you. I've had you on my mind all day.
He sounds serious to me.
Hey, Troy, we would ask you to
Let's
say
hear about
something,
it, Troy.
but you said it all. What else could he say?
You're right.
No, Troy, we just giving you a hard time, man.
No,
That's all
Troy,
right.
you want to talk about that a little
We
bit?
enjoyed doing it, man. When I first heard the song, immediately I thought of Blue.
Awesome.
And I said, you know what? After being around Blue for so long, admiring him, I mean, I love him as a brother, as a mentor. I just felt his presence.
Awesome.
Right.
And I said, Gerald, let me go in there and talk to him. He said, go ahead, let's see what we got.
Yeah.
And I just went ahead and started talking.
Yeah.
I told him to turn the lights down in the studio and everything.
Get in your zone.
Got in the booth, kicked my shoes off, man, and I just started
Oh,
rapping.
that's awesome.
And they loved it. And we listened back. I was like, wow, that's great. Let's keep it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I got a great feeling from that track. Real good feeling from it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Wow. And you're right, Blue. That was his signature thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was his signature. You know,
Awesome.
and the ladies loved it.
Every
Yeah.
Really did.
Now they
That
love
became
Troy.
the Manhattan's formula.
Say again, Troy.
But you
Blue
know,
voice
that's
and
something.
Gerald singing in the background.
I think
Signature
Troy.
Manhattan.
Wait, one more time, Troy. We're gonna get it.
It's 7 o'clock.
What did you say, Troy?
I said Blue talking and Gerald singing in the background, doing that thing. That's just the Manhattan signature.
No,
It is.
And
It is. And
you know, we had to do at least 1 or 2 songs on the CD.
yeah, with that formula. That wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
and that is the Manhattan's formula.
Mm-hmm.
Gerald's voice, the bass thing that you doing talking in the background, and wherever David's at.
Yeah. We gotta catch up with him.
Wow.
Things happen, you know, it's live entertainment. Things happen.
It's live.
There you go.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. You got one more song to wait.
One more song.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
You got a song called "She's Coming Home."
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Fellas, I got to tell you, ladies, I have to tell you about this song.
All right.
This song was also written by Curtis and myself.
All right.
And this song, you know, guys, we go to work on the road and we take our lady with us, and she be looking nice and sharp. And you may go to the restroom to get ready to go on or whatever. She's sitting there by herself or with some friends, and you find a couple of guys over at the table whispering, trying to pass her the number. You know, I feel good because I know that I got a beautiful lady.
Right.
And a respectful lady. So this song is all about that. And I tell the guys in this song, you can give her your number, you can hit on her all you want to, you can sit at the table with all you want. At the end of the night,
That's it.
she's home with me.
There you go.
That's right.
And that's the case.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Yeah.
She's coming home with me. She's coming home with me. Ooh, yeah. I knew right from the start she was the one for me. Yes, she was. She was so fine and had a strong personality. Oh yeah. She's like a rose, such a beautiful flower. I wanna be with her every hour. That's why I know that our love was meant to be. Oh yes it was. That makes me feel this way. She's my sunshine. Whenever there's a cloudy day, she gets so much attention from all those guys you see, but I'm not worried about it. Oh no, she's coming home with me. You better believe it. She's coming home with me. She's coming home with me. Oh yeah, she's coming home with me. She's my baby. She's my baby, yes she is. She's coming home with me. The girl's coming home with me. No questions or no maybes. She's coming home with me. Ah, yeah, yes she is.
Yeah. We got to give a shout out.
I see your son.
Yeah. And we got to give a shout out to our producer,
Tazz Cole.
Putting that together.
Yeah.
The video
Put it together for
you guys.
Beautiful job.
That's really nice.
Tazz Cole.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man. That
What time is it?
It's time for Shining Stars.
Hey,
It's part of our show where the audience can ask anything they want to you guys. Or yeah.
Okay.
So
Don't worry, Troy. You already answered all your questions.
So you guys start typing those questions and comments, and we'll do our best to get them to you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Amen. Woohoo.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Yes.
Get your questions up.
Yeah, and a couple of shout outs in the meantime.
Wow. Wait a minute. Is that Tassie Hawthorne?
Yeah, that's
she done switched up on us.
Change the name. Tassie John Lee Hawthorne. Hey, 1978, my boyfriend broke up to Let's Just Kiss and Say Goodbye. Classy way to say it's over, huh?
Oh, Tassie.
No, that's,
Hey.
Oh, well.
Yeah. There's my sister. Shout out to my sister and all of my family back at home in Sherrill and in Florence, South Carolina. Shout out to Curtis Wilmore also.
Okay.
Love you guys. I got a question for you guys while we find one. What's your favorite song to perform?
Wow. My favorite song, I know Troy got one. But
Okay.
my favorite song is There's No Me Without You.
Ah.
Because that song is a love song, and it fits what we want to say to our fans.
Oh yeah. Good point.
Publicists, the space that comes in early in the morning and set the stage up for us so that we can perform. And it's our way of saying thank you for 58 years of supporting us and loving us.
That's
And
wonderful.
there's no me without you.
That's
Wonderful.
right. There it
Troy?
is.
Troy, what's your favorite?
Well, of course, I certainly love performing all of them, but in our show, we do Kiss and Say Goodbye, but the beginning with Blue Talking, we play that while we, on stage.
Oh,
okay.
So we sort of
nice.
mix it with it. And every time we hear Blue's voice, it hits me. For 20 some odd years, Blue's been on my left hand side, my right hand side.
Yeah.
On stage.
Yeah.
So I'm so used to him being there. It's like a person who's lost their arm and you still feel like that arm.
Yeah, good point. Good
Every
point.
so often I'm able to forget about it, but as soon as I hear that song,
it brings it back.
and it touches me every time, man. So that
Wow.
and the audience reaction as well. It's so
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And when that guy over there, light skinned fella over there, starts singing,
They call it Gerald.
sometimes I gotta turn my head, man. I shed the tear.
Alright.
Everybody back
Here's
there.
a-
I hit him, Jerry,
Yes.
man, you singing behind him.
Nice. We got a question here. You want to take it, Shelly?
There's one from
Shirley.
our chef, Melissa Lewandowski.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What are your plans as a group after the pandemic?
Well, touring. We're ready to go back to work. We have some dates that have been moved into 22, but we have dates in October, in August, September, and October, December into the new year. So
beautiful.
We're going back to South Africa again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta go get that love, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll be out here working, and we're going to continue to record, and bring great music to our fans.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to Vanessa, Marissa.
Wait a minute, here's Holmes Invasion. That's the girl.
Oh, Holmes Invasion.
All right.
Holmes
So Troy and Gerald, if you could collab on a record with any artist in the world today, who would it be and why?
Ooh, that's a deep question.
Yes, great question.
There's so many.
After I've always liked Jasmine Sutherland and Mary J.
Okay. Soul.
I would love to do something with one of them.
Awesome.
Because they're seeing it's from the heart, like where I am. They just don't sing a song because of the lyrics. They know the song.
Yeah.
Story, and they convey that story to you when they sing.
Yeah.
Speak on that real quick, Gerald, while you're talking about singing from the heart, if you don't mind.
Well, when I was growing up, my Uncle Johnny and my father always taught me to know the song. He said, learning the lyrics is one thing, but you got to know the story. And when you know the story, you can sing it. If you may not have experienced it, somebody else may experience it that you've seen, or somebody went through it. But when you sing it from within and you know the story, you're gonna put it all out there. And our fans deserve no less than that.
Absolutely.
Our fans deserve.
There's a difference between singing and singing.
Yes. Got to connect.
You know that story.
That sounds very much like Maurice White. That's
yeah.
That's
same
right.
Shout out.
He plays.
And shout out.
You feel it here.
We got to shout out Miss Debbie McFadden, the chairwoman of the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame. Thank you for 58 years of fabulous music. Love you guys.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you.
Well, you know Debbie's our girl, right? Yeah.
What else we got?
Marissa.
are you planning on coming to Toronto in the near future when all this COVID is gone?
I hope so. I've been getting some calls from Toronto.
Oh,
And they're interested in bringing us there. So I'm hoping and praying that we
Yeah.
get a chance to go. Yeah.
okay.
Hey.
All right.
Hey. Well.
Any more
What else?
shout outs?
Any more shout outs?
Kate Hadel, Nona Beckham. I think she's in North Carolina.
Yeah, is
John Page is on.
You know, let me just say, go back to Nona. Nona
Go ahead.
is from your hometown, Gerald.
Henderson.
She's from Henderson.
And she loves everything that you do.
Wow.
Hey,
There it is.
From Henderson. Hey
Yeah.
now.
and she's also a fan chairman of the board as well. But
Yeah.
she loves her some Gerald Alston.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Give a
Nice.
shout out to Mr. John Page III, who's on. He's our saxophone player with the chairman, as well as the leader of our brass section,
All right.
our horn section.
Yes.
My brother's on. What's up, Matt?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me just say something. Speaking of South Africa, chairman of the board had the opportunity to go back in like 75.
Mm-hmm.
We turned it down because of apartheid.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
We just couldn't see going over there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it's good to see that you guys came 20 years later to do that, right?
Yeah.
95, 96?
96.
96. Okay.
It changed then, but in the mid 70s, we wasn't touching it.
Yeah,
we have-
it's touchy, huh?
I can imagine.
We had an offer to go in 80. It was like middle 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And some way or another, it got out that we've been offered to go. And we literally had protesters in front of our office, and because they didn't want us to go. And when they found out that we weren't going, it was like everything subsided. But because all the artists were going because the money was so great. But we felt that the money, it wasn't worth it to go over there. You know, you're selling your soul to the devil.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
We were gonna do that.
We don't want to do that.
Right.
Okay, I think we got one last question, folks.
Yes. Shelly.
Was your Troy? Was your dad a Marine? You were born at Camp Lejeune.
Yes, he was.
That was from Tassie, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
What?
Yes, he was.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, he was. Oh, all right, all
Yeah.
right. And our collaboration, just want to say our collaboration comment was from Holmes Invasion. She's with the Babyfaces camp. So
Shout out to her.
Yeah.
Just make a mention of that.
Yes,
But in any case, I think we're about to wrap it up. Is that right?
That's gonna conclude our Shining Star, no pun, in segment.
You know, it's one thing I did want to mention, that you know, like we like to give back, you know, because we're not doing our fans a favor singing for them. They're doing us a favor coming to see us.
That's right.
And you know, we like to give back to the community. And one of the things that I'm into now, and Troy and Dave will be coming along.
That's
as
right.
Well. OIC of America.
That's right.
Nonprofit organization that helps the disadvantaged, underemployed, unemployed. Even they have a program for SOAR, which they help the people that have been incarcerated get acclimated and get back into life, and they into society. And this organization train you how to do interviews, train you for jobs. You know, and it's a wonderful organization, and it's nonprofit. The president is James Haynes, and the founder of it was Leon Sutherland back in 1960, in the 60s.
Wow.
Is in Philadelphia. If you want to know more about this organization, first of all, I am the celebrity ambassador, and I use my platform to spread the word.
Yes.
And so if you want to know more about the organization, it's OIC America.org. And you can go there, you can make donations and learn more and more about the organization.
Nice.
We commend you for your work. Verdine and I are both founders of the Verdine White Performing Arts Center right here on Facebook. And we're trying to do the same thing with students who, here it is, oicofamerica.org.
There it is.
Nice.
OIC.
Folks, check that out.
Check it out.
Check
Check it out. And so we're trying to do the same. We always say when you are in our position, you have to go from success to significance.
Exactly.
And that's what
that is absolutely right.
I realized that somebody gave us a break.
Yes.
Somebody gave us a break. And, when God blesses us with His blessings, it's always good to pay it forward and share it with somebody else. And our children are the most important people on this earth.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to take over and they're going to lead.
Yeah,
sure.
Future tomorrow.
We have to look out for them.
Right.
That's right. Well,
That's how you keep the blessings going.
Yeah, keep the blessings going.
Right? Pay it
Go ahead
forward.
and preach on it, Troy.
Since COVID, we also started providing meals and whatever they need. It's in the city of Inglewood. So we commend you for your work. We know, how important that is.
100%.
But right now, we wanted to talk a little bit about your social media links. I have to say, you guys have very slick, wonderful social media, like five different sites, and they're all well done.
Thank you.
So you have Instagram. I know you have Facebook, right?
Yeah. And we have a website.
Yep, we got it all.
Let's just kiss and say goodbye.com.
Yep, we have it all. There it is.
There you go.
We got
to plug these in myself. Let's just kiss and say goodbye.
Manhattans. There it is. Facebook.
Yeah.
We have IG all over the place. Singer.
Lead it.
You know what? All these sites are beautifully done. Usually maybe you have one that's lagging a little bit, but they're all beautiful. So
thank you.
Need to check it out.
Thank you.
Yes. I'm gonna be on it myself.
There it is. And right now, we just want to announce next week's guest. He is a Grammy-winning founding member of Rufus and Shaka Khan. He is affiliated with Tony Bennett, Gene Chandler. He's an arranger, producer, musician, Curtis Mayfield. The list goes on and on. Golden Platinum Records. His name is Andre Fisher. Louis Andre Fisher.
All right.
Yeah.
If you don't know about him, you better ask somebody.
Yeah. Or either tune in next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
Boy. Be hot.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Can I just add?
Oh, Troy wanted. Troy,
go ahead, Troy.
Say something?
Well, I just wanted to say, if anybody's interested in purchasing the new CD, it's available on all the digital platforms. Okay. You can go to our website and get it. Is that right, Gerald?
Yeah. You can go to the website if you want the actual CD. You can order it, and I'll sign it.
Nice.
So you can order, or you can go to CD Baby, and you can also get the actual CD.
Awesome.
We wanted to have a little bit for everybody, for our genre and our fans. They like to have the actual CD,
the hard copy.
The hard.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Collector's item.
Yeah. Okay. True.
All right. So before we let you guys go, hang in after the show is over with.
Oh yeah, stay on the line.
Yeah. So I want to tell the audience that we want to thank our sponsor, Ecuador USA Roses, which are the world's most beautiful roses. So stay tuned, and we'll tell you how you can get some of these beautiful flowers for free. But first, we have a video from USA Ecuador Roses. In fact, we have a photo.
All right.
Oh, that was it there?
Oh, yep.
Okay. All right, cool. We're just going to do the photo this week. All right. So by now, you guys at home know that every week we will be doing a drawing from all of our Patreons, and the winner will receive 2, not 1, but 2 dozen of these beautiful Ecuador USA roses, the world's most beautiful roses in the world. Make sure you check out our Patreon link right there, because we do have different packages for you guys to choose from, and we have some great goodies that you will get in return. All right. So, are we ready to find out who this week's winner is?
Yes.
I got my makeshift drum roll. So, Tazz did the drawing before the show. We don't know who the winner's gonna be, so we're gonna find out with all of you guys. And cymbal crash.
Carolyn Stanley.
Carolyn Stanley is this?
Oh, that's my cousin.
That's my cousin too. Hey, Troy, is that your cousin?
That's my cousin.
Oh, it's my cousin. I'm claiming her. You guys are crazy. Shout out to Carolyn. Your roses will be on the way. All right. Well, I gotta say, folks, this is a lovely time. I hate that David didn't get to hang out with us a little longer. Yeah, but I think we filled in just fine. You know, want to thank you guys for coming on. Want to thank all of our audience out there in YouTube and Facebook land for tuning in with us tonight. And folks, be sure to go over to that YouTube channel. Can we pop that up one more time?
Yeah.
The official chairman of the board over at YouTube, because again, just a reminder, as of April 1st, we won't be on Facebook anymore. So take care of that little bit of business. Go to the YouTube link, find official chairman of the board. Make sure you like and subscribe and tune in with us every week. Any closing words before we part ways?
Hey.
To this highly esteemed panel of folks I have the pleasure of being on with.
I know.
Thank each and every one of you for this opportunity, Tazz. Right. All of you. And also, I just like to thank again and again, thank our many fans for their support over the past 58 years. And we will continue to serve you and bring you great music as long as I have breath in my body and the good Lord allow us to continue forward.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, nice. Troy, any closing words?
Thank you guys for having us. I thank you for your professionalism. The way you guys got this show going, we are so grateful.
We thank you so much. We
thank our fans, like Gerald said, and everybody. Please stay safe. Keep your mask on. It ain't over.
Yeah, yes indeed, yes indeed. Shelly, kid.
And one more thing.
Go ahead.
Just give a shout out to East Coast Connection and my staff, Scotty, Tom,
that's right,
and Andre. You know, these guys are with us 100% all the time. And I just give them a shout out and let them know we love you. You know,
that's
and thanks to Curtis Duke again for producing our new CD.
Awesome.
Shelly?
Yeah, it's been such a pleasure having you guys on, bringing back old memories from Soul Train Cruise and everywhere else. But I do have one question I have to ask because Verdino killed me. He asked me, where are each of you guys living now? And although you may have said so, we have to recap.
Okay.
Where do you guys live now?
I live in Jersey City.
Jersey. Okay. And Troy?
I'm a couple of blocks away from him in Birmingham, Alabama.
A couple of blocks. And we're gonna guess that David's in Philadelphia.
Yeah. And David, Philly.
Philly. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I want to say, man, I've always been a fan of the Manhattans, and Gerald, again, a pleasure having you in the North Carolina Music Hall of Fame. And I remember when you came and picked up your award, you sang one or two gospel songs, and the crowd loved it. They loved it. And Troy, congratulations, man, because I've been in your shoes too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you.
Yeah, when I've been with chairman of the board for 47 years.
Wow.
You know, so I've been in your shoes. And Gerald too.
I hear you.
Yeah.
You know, so and like you said, when Blue told you to keep the legacy, I got the same thing from General.
Yeah.
So as all of us, Honeycomb, Manhattan's chairman of the board, the legacy does continue.
Yeah, beautifully said. Beautifully said. Right. As they say in church, if all hearts and minds are clear, we want to thank our audience at home one more time. Thank you to our extended friends and family. You guys know who you are. It's too many names to name, you know, so I won't even go down that rabbit hole. But we want to wish you guys speed. You guys continue to wear your mask, continue to stay safe, utilize wisdom during your comings and goings. And as Shelly likes for me to say, yeah, and still don't be going a whole lot of places. And we thank you guys so much. We're gonna see you next week for episode 44 with the legendary Andre Fisher. And we're gonna say good night. God bless. You guys stay on the line, okay?
All right.
All right, folks at home. We see you next week. That's my story. Good night. God bless you. We out of here.
All right.